The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome to the show. It is Monday. It's officially spring, Lewis. It actually has been for a little bit, but I figure the weather is getting warmer now in the parts of the country where we have seasons, like where we are. And it's time to give away some t-shirts, I think. So we actually set up davidpakman.com/spring, as in spring. I don't know as in what, as in the season of the year. And every one-year membership will get a free t-shirt for the next week. So go to davidpakman.com/spring. You choose the size, you choose the color, you choose men's or women's. That's it, Lewis. Free t-shirt is fantastic, isn't it?
Sounds great, yeah.
Will you be bringing, you've been wearing the hoodie a lot, but I'm sure you'll bring the t-shirt back out.
As it gets warmer, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Lewis also will be wearing a David Pakman Show t-shirt when he runs the 5K with us at the end of the month. But more on that and Lewis's training and dietary regimen for this program tomorrow. We don't even have time to delve into that now.
No. It would take like a whole show.
It would be a whole show, yeah. So we'll take 5 minutes tomorrow.
Okay.
davidpakman.com/spring, free t-shirt with a one-year membership. That's what's happening. I had this really weird situation over the weekend where I wanted to go. There's this new Mexican restaurant in the area. I'm not going to say the name of it because I'm about to be critical of some of their policies. But I don't think you've been there yet. But it's really good. The food is really great.
Completely unaware of it.
The food's fantastic. And knowing that it gets busy on Saturday nights, I called ahead around. I wanted to go at 8. Okay, I called at 5 and said, "Hey, just wanted to see, do you take reservations?" And they say, "We don't take reservations, but what you can do is, since we're busy, you can call a half hour before you plan to get here, and we'll put you on the list then. So by the time you get here, you won't have to wait as long." That sounds great.
Right.
Makes sense to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 30 minutes before I'm planning on getting there, at 7:30, I call and I say, "Hey, I called earlier. You said you could put me on the list so we wouldn't have to wait. How long will it be?" And they said 35 minutes from now. So I said, "So if we get there at 8, that's perfect. We'll only have to wait 5 minutes." Yep, should be 5-10 minutes when you get here. Sounds great, right?
Right.
I show up there and I go up to the person, the hostess, and I say, "Okay, it's under David, and we are now here, and just want to make sure we're on the list I called." And she says, "Oh, that's the person who actually has the list, so she'll come over and call you." And I said, "Okay." So the person comes over and she says, "What's the name?" And I said, "David, actually, we should already be on the list because I called a half hour ago." And she says, this is amazing. "Calling doesn't put you ahead of people who have been waiting. It just lets us know you're going to be here, so I can add you to the list now."
So what's the point of calling?
That was my question. I said, "Wait a second. No, I called and I was told when we call, we're on the list and we go up. And then when I get here, it's as if we've been here the entire time." She says, "Well, no, that does get you on the list. But the thing is, we give priority to people who have been waiting here." So who am I ahead of by calling? I'm behind everybody who's been there waiting, but in front of who? People who aren't even going to that restaurant, I guess. I'm ahead of everybody who's dining elsewhere.
People who made the same mistake as you. Those are the ones you'd be ahead of.
Does this policy make any sense to anyone? You call to get on the list, but when you actually arrive, you start moving up the list. You remain at the end of the list until you show up. Well, what kind of a policy is this?
Very strange.
Does this make any sense to you, Natan?
Well, it seems like it's a marketing ploy to get you to call thinking you're going to go to this restaurant, and because you called and you think you're on a list, you're definitely going to go 30 minutes later.
Okay, yeah, but I showed up, and when they told me that, I left because it was going to be 35 minutes from that point.
Right. So you left.
Yeah, I didn't end up eating there. It was the most ridiculous policy I've ever. I really don't understand it. And if the food wasn't so good, I wouldn't even care. I would just never go back there. But it's really a good place. I'll have to tell you about it.
Very strange stuff going on.
It's
there.
a strange policy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really trying to be open and think about, is there anything I'm missing where it would explain this policy for how it makes sense? You call and it lets them know you're going, but there's no advantage. You won't get a table any faster by calling. So I just don't understand. I wish I'm open to hearing.
I mean, you might as well just call some random friend and tell them you're going.
Yeah, what's the advantage of calling the restaurant as opposed to calling Lewis's grandmother in Florida to say I'm going to this restaurant? In both cases, it will take the exact same amount of time once I arrive to get a table.
Right.